Hey guys, it's Dim from Mindset Arc. Welcome to episode 65 of this podcast. Let's talk about limiting beliefs and desires today and how to actually make them achievable. So I think that's a common trope with all of the humanity because we are humans, because we are efficient, trying to be efficient, trying to be safe. We usually focus on things that are easier to achieve, that are guaranteed to happen, and about the things that we consider quite risky or we are convinced that it is takes so much effort that there is a lot of possibility to failure. We see people around us who fail the things that we are dreaming about, that some goals that we have. It is easy to create this illusion over time that it is just not possible, because that is an efficient approach. If you think that something is not possible, you won't waste energy by thinking about it, because why do you need to waste energy on something that is just the waste of your time and efforts? And that approach serves its purpose for a while, but it can also really stagnate us in life. Think about some of your dreams that you have right now or you had before that you achieved or something like that. Dreams like not like financial freedom, not caring about jobs anymore, having good relationships, having a lot of experience, having a lot of experience in dating and sex, having some of your own business or some thing that you are creating, that you are building, or just some peaceful and happy existence. It is hard to believe that these things can be possible if everyone around us tells us, just tries to prove. And they are not trying to prove, they are believing that themselves, they are believing that it's not impossible, that it is impossible. Also, they are acting on it. And when you look around, you don't see the proof that it is possible. And even though it is your dream, even though you really want that thing in life, you create an illusion that it is for some different people. It's not for me. It's not for people around me, or even if there are some people around you who has the thing that you really want. It creates a lot of jealousy because it seems unachievable. It seems like they have something that you cannot have, and but it's not actionable. It is the level of, I believe it is a level of shame where we deny to ourselves the possibility that something does exist, can exist in our life. And so thinking about it, it is an easy approach. It serves the purpose of not, it is like a comfort zone for us. When we are staying in this, in our reality that is real, that is happening right now, when we're not trying to push to some high, some bigger heights, to something that just enhances our life a lot. And that can be hard because on the way there will be a lot of pain, there will be a lot of rejections, failures, things that you need to handle about yourself, these limiting beliefs as well. It all needs to be overcome to achieve something that you really want. And it is easier to convince yourself that, yeah, it is just not possible and leave it be. So what happens when you actually see the proof? For example, that for someone like you, if you see someone really similar to you achieving the things that you really want, what will happen then? What is the first response? It is this deniability. It is either anger or refusal to believe that there is just so many. It can be painful to see that, and especially it can be even more painful to accept that it is possible, to not create some excuses that you cannot achieve these things, to accept that if that person achieved what you want, that it is possible for you as well. You may need to put in more effort. You may need to look up for different approaches to get to what you want. But it's hard to admit that it is possible, because then you know that it is, and then you know you need to work on it. You don't get to sit around and make excuses that it's not possible, so I won't waste my time on it, I won't waste my effort. I will just go on with my ordinary life that I have right now and won't even try to change anything. That can be easy. And that is it is much harder to admit that, okay, that it is possible, and then I will work on it, and I will go through a lot of struggles, possible in a way, a lot of painful moments, because I just know that I cannot quit now. I know that it is possible for me. But you know what? While it is painful, while it is one of the most painful things that can happen, when something that you really dreamed about, that something that you thought was impossible, one day it is shown to you, right in your face, that it can exist. Other people are doing what you want. Other people are achieving your dreams. And then there is a choice. And if you're choosing to believe that, okay, I see that now, I see that it is possible. If you choose to accept that, with a lot of pain, with a lot of worries that come from you starting to think about what can you actually do now, it is the greatest gift also. Because then you know you don't have to escape anymore. Even though, as I said, it probably will be painful to go there, to go that route, to go towards what you really want. It will take years to, I don't know about the goals, but financial freedom can take years to achieve. It may be faster, it may be longer, but something like that. Good relationships take time to find. Some unique experiences, some crazy experiences, they may take time and effort to get to the point when you can have them. But that makes our life better. Anyway, it is the greatest gift that you can give to yourself. This belief that something is possible. Because that is living your life as you want it to be, and stop making excuses. And with every thing that you handle that way, with every limiting belief that you overcome by seeking other people who did that, or, or when you seek the opportunities that you can do that, when you show to yourself that it is possible to do in some way, that there is a chance that it may happen, your life becomes the road to what you are really want it to be. You are not just a passenger in your life anymore, taking whatever you can get. You are steering your life towards something that you really want. And even if it can take a lot of time, it feels good to know what you're striving towards. It feels good to know that your dreams are possible. After initial time of processing and struggling and arguing with yourself that maybe it is better just to forget and make a lot of excuses. Even if you overcome this period, if you internalize, if you take this event that you maybe witnessed, you've seen the person who gets the house that you wanted. You see the person who's traveling around the world and not worrying about some money and work. You see the person in loving family that he created, he or she they created. You see a person who just goes for really crazy sexual experiences, a lot of kinks, and just tries a lot of stuff. You see something that you thought it was never possible. You thought it was just a figment of someone's imagination. And you actually see the reality. That reality is usually kinder than you think about it. There are much more possibilities that you would probably imagine. You can achieve much more than you think you are. When you admit that, your life becomes good. It can become really enjoyable most of the time because you know why. It's like finding a purpose to live. Maybe not global one, but at least for a couple of years. And it feels amazing to achieve something that you thought was impossible. Just imagine that. Imagine the possibility. Imagine something in your mind that you always wanted to have. Close your eyes and just imagine that it is happening. And how do you feel? It feels really awesome. It feels like it's almost unreal, but it is also really empowering and makes you enjoy your life and look forward to the addition to other possibilities that you thought were impossible. It makes your life better. It makes all of your experiences better. Because after you achieve something thought to be impossible, there's nothing impossible for you anymore. And that is a good attitude to have with life. So that is my food for thought for you for today. Think about something that you always wanted, or you want. Maybe it's something even not really huge. Maybe it's some just small event, small possibility that you would have really liked, but you think it is impossible. Try to find ways, try to find proof that other people did that. And then try to find some way for you how you can, with your actions, make yourself closer to achieving that goal, to achieving that event or experience that you really want. And that is probably easier than you think, but it requires you to admit that, to admit the possibility, to go through initial period of hurt when you realize that you denied yourself the possibility and you realize that you don't have it now. But then it becomes much better because you know that you can achieve some crazy ass shit. Yeah, a lot of stuff, almost everything is possible. Just find the way to it and go towards it, and make the experience, make the actions that you take towards that goal enjoyable as well. And eventually you will reach that. Eventually you will have whatever you want. It may take some time, but you will. And it will feel so awesome to achieve something that you thought was impossible. Good luck.